Hey guys, my name's Dee, this is Darren's Corner and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing you a book review of a book that I'll be reviewing is Black Sunday by Tola Rotimi Abraham. So this is an adult fiction novel that takes place in Lagos. We follow two twin sisters, Bibi K and Aria K, and we basically follow their lives over the course of several years and see how they both slowly drift apart, and this is triggered by both of them and their younger brothers being abandoned by their mother and father and having to live with their traditional Yoruba grandmother when they're young. So this book is a book that I have a lot of mixed feelings about, to be very honest. There are parts that I really enjoyed, and then other parts where I just felt like there was something lacking. And when I finished this book, I just felt that this novel was not finished. The stories of these characters were just not finished, and not in a way that, oh, there needs to be like a sequel, but just in a way that Abraham starts different character journeys and arcs, and we just never see them fulfilled, and it just leaves me feeling unsatisfied with the story that I was given. So specifically, I want to talk about the good things first. So I really enjoyed the writing in this book. I read this book in maybe one or two settings, and it was just a real joy reading this writing, and I can't wait to read more more of her works, because yeah, I just really enjoyed her writing. She was starting to paint characters that were really complex and really just multifaceted, and I really enjoyed that. And secondly, I want to talk about social commentary in this book, and just the commentary about like gender and like sex and all these different things. I want to give a trigger warning to sexual assault in this book, because yeah, that happened. I really enjoyed the kind of commentary about class and gender and all these different things like in this book, and set in Lagos as well. And I also want to say that I really enjoyed the setting of Lagos in this book. I've been reading a lot of books set in Nigeria recently, it seems like, and I really enjoyed how Nigeria was portrayed in this book. And not just not saying that Nigeria is romanticized a lot in books, because it really isn't, but this book really just showed there was like a lot of truth and rawness to the portrayal of Nigeria. But sadly, I do want to talk about some of the negatives I had with this book, and mostly it is to do with narrative and character. So as I said, it just feels like this book wasn't complete. Either this book needed an extra 150 pages, or just this book needed to be restructured. So while the summary is about these two twin sisters, we also do follow their younger brothers. The perspective is reoccurring, the younger brothers, and even though their perspective is reoccurring, I feel like we don't get a character arc with their perspectives. We have snapshots, and I'm fine with books being told in snapshots and there being like gaps in the years and stuff like that. I'm fine with that. But I like there to be a connective tissue with all the different snapshots, and it just feels like some of the things that happened in some chapters were just never brought up again and it was just really almost frustrating, specifically with one of the things that happens with this book. And it's a real graphic moment of black pain, and I wasn't really, and I was like, okay, this is a really sad part in this book, but then we never see it get referenced again, and it almost left me, I don't want to say frustrated, but if I'm seeing black suffering or black pain in a book, specifically when it comes to black women, I want there to be a narrative reason why, some end point to why that happened, and it just didn't happen. So I was just reading this book thinking, did we just read through that kind of traumatic experience for no reason? I just didn't understand why the author put that scene in if she wasn't going to reference it again. I just didn't understand that. And then also I just want to talk about character motivations and development. And I think for one character that I really enjoyed in this book would be Ariake, and I really enjoyed her character because she isn't a saint. She does really questionable things. I loved how she was the sister who went towards the more religious path, and we just see that, and how she interacts with religion and religion in Nigeria and all those different aspects. And I really enjoyed her character, and I really enjoyed her chapters. But even then, and she was like one of my favorite characters in this book, even then I felt like I didn't fully understand her reasonings and her whys, and you know what I mean, just why is she doing all these things, and why is she thinking that? I just feel like I didn't get enough context to those behaviors, or like what she was doing in the book. And that was my favorite character. So for all the other characters, I just didn't know why they were doing anything. We got some reasoning, but it just wasn't enough for me to feel connected to the characters or what they were doing, or for me to sympathize with their motivations, or I don't know. It just didn't feel like I understood these characters as much as I should do. So yeah, I just feel like this book has so much potential to be a, you know, a multi-decade family drama, and we're following these 4 different siblings and just really get to see what they're doing and how they all drift apart and come together and all these different things. So I feel like there was a lot of potential for this book to be that kind of epic family story, and I just feels like it fell flat. It didn't reach those highs that I was really expecting it to, because the first kind of 100 pages of this book, was really enjoying it. And I also want to give a shout out to the Yoruba folk tales. I'm pretty sure it's Yoruba in this book. Just the folklore and the folk tales are woven in different chapters. I really enjoyed those bits of writing, actually. But yeah, I just felt like it just didn't live up to the epicness that it could have been. And because it didn't, we were just left with a half-formed novel which had good writing, good sections here and there, but nothing felt connected, nothing felt whole at the end of the book. And yeah, it just, that's why I can only really give this book maybe 3 stars. Um, but yeah, I am looking forward to more of Tola Abraham's work. I know there's a lot of people who did like this book, so maybe check out more reviews if you are interested in this. Again, this book has a really good social commentary, I believe, on like Nigeria and on class and on sex and gender. So I really and religion as well. I really have to say I loved how she dealt with religion in this book, and it was just so fascinating. It's like things that I know um happen, but just seeing it in this book was just like wow. But yeah, so if you do like good social commentary, and this isn't the biggest book at all, and you just want a fast read, then I would recommend this book to you. But if you're looking for maybe more drama, more, I don't even want to say epicness, because this isn't a Greek tragedy, but like just something more heightened, I don't think I could recommend this book to you. But yeah, that is Black Sunday, guys. Please tell me below if you have heard about this book, if you've read this book, or what are your thoughts and feelings on it, if you're gonna add it to your TBR. But yeah, thank you for watching this review, guys, and I'll see you guys soon on another video.